We're about to approach the reconstructed version of Fort Pillow, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of the terrain here. Off in the distance, which you can't see anymore due to the trees, is the Mississippi River. But if you can look down here with me, you can see how difficult this terrain actually is. And I'm always struck by the fact that when I come to many of these Civil War battle sites, by how isolated they are, even in 2024, where I am now at this battlefield. And you think, man, what must this have been like 160 years ago? Because I'm here in June. Mosquitoes are rough. So if you come here in the summer months, make sure you have your off. Make sure you stick to the trail, as poison ivy and other things are in abundance here. But they've really done quite a great job on the restoration of the fort, and as we approach it, I'll kind of show you all that. Basically what happened here was Forrest was able to move in pretty close to the outer works themselves, and once he took those outer works, this back part, which was more for the artillery, was really done for, because the outer works were on higher ground. So Forrest was able to put sharpshooters around and just shoot down into the works themselves. The commander of the garrison was killed earlier on in the battle, and so it was a lower level officer who was in charge of it at that point. And the defenders were grossly outnumbered, nearly 3-1, or as almost as 3-1, and so they just really didn't stand a chance. Casualties ended up 277 casualties for the northern forces out of approximately 600 men. So that's about a 33% casualty rate nearly, which is pretty high, all things considered, which leads that argument about whether or not there was a massacre that actually occurred here. Well, you can see the work that's been done here at this park. This is a state park here in Tennessee. They've restored this quite well. Now, I don't know how accurate this really is. Probably didn't have this wooden wall. This was earthworks. And you can see here the different embrasures for the artillery. And I'll zoom in here, maybe. Let's see if I can get this to zoom. And like I said, you will need, there we go. I'm learning this new handheld thing that I've bought, and so I'm getting used to it, so apologize for that. But you can see this embrasure here as I walk. You'll be able to see what it looked like. And I don't know how accurate this really would have been, because it offers quite a limited field of fire. So I don't think that would have been really as tight as that shows there. That just seems to be awfully small field of fire for that cannon that would be there. And here comes my son. He's having the time of his life here. And my children thankfully love to do this. My wife enjoys it as well. Allows me to do this when we're on the road and we're traveling around. That's my daughter there. And we just find places along our travel routes a lot of times and stop if it's not a battlefield specific trip that we're taking. So if you get the opportunity to come out here to Fort Pillow, I highly recommend it. You can do everything here, just battlefield related, in a couple of hours. There's a decent video in the museum/gift shop. The museum is, what you would expect from most Civil War museums. They got, muskets and pieces of shells and stuff like that. There's nothing really different there. But the video is pretty well balanced, I think. It's worth it to get up here. Now, it's about a 2.5 mile hike round trip to get up here. It is fairly strenuous up and down hills. So keep that in mind if you want to do that. This is also a state park, so there's camping. There's a lake here, and there's lots of other hiking. So if you have an opportunity to come and check this out, I highly recommend it. It is out in the middle of nowhere, so plan accordingly if you come travel here.